Hey there, YouTube. I just want to show off my one of my favorite decks. It's a TyrantKabuterimon, and hold on a second. It's kind of hard to, but yeah, I want to show off my Kabuterimon deck. So let's get into it. Let me just don't worry. There will be a deck for you coming soon. Let me just move this to the side real quick. All right, then let's start off with the eggs. We're running 4 Motimons. Its effect is at the end of turn. If you have the Insectoid trait, you can attack when your opponent's Digimon. So it's kind of like a pseudo blitz. And yeah, you want your guys suspended because that's how you become immune. And the last day we're running Nairomon. If you're rested, just get plus 1,000. Very solid. Let me just move the eggs. We're running 5 eggs. Now let's get into the rookies. We are running 4 copies of the BT15 Tentomon. Start a main phase by suspending 1 Digimon, so it could be either yours or your opponent's. One of your Digimon gets 3,000 into the end of your opponent's turn. This is very strong because you kind of just want to build up a strong board and then just sit on a big number Digimon for the turn. So, you know, yeah, he's like what you kind of want to evolve in raising and then move up the following turn. And its all turns effect is when you delete something in battle, you gain a memory. So that's good. And that's all turns too. So like when you redirect an attack and you kill something, you do gain a memory. Now we're running a lot of searchers in this deck. This is uh you kind of want to see your pieces. So we are running 4 of the BT16 Kabuterimon. Search is top 4 for Insectoid and add it to your hand, and it's inheritable if it's suspended, plus 1,000. And the last rookie we are running is 4 copies of Tentomon from the EX8. God, these sleeves are dirty. I need to get new sleeves. But his effect is search the top 3 for an NSP and a card with Insectoid trait, and you can add them to your hand. So we actually do run a few NSPs. You could, if you use this and you get another one of these, you can add this plus another Insectoid or the level 4 or level 5 or level 6 or whichever ones you're running. But you know, and also this plus 2,000 DP, very very good honestly, because it's like Shine Greymon's an issue right now. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a pretty strong card. Having 2,000 DP is very beneficial right now. That's all I'm gonna say. Uh, Now we're gonna go to level 4s. We're running a playset of the Blade Koagumon, and his effect is one of your Digimon gets 3,000 until the end of your opponent's turn, and this is one play or when Digivolving. So in line with the give your Digimon a lot of DP and beat over stuff. So this is probably the best level 4 in the deck for sure. And it's inheritable. Also gives you plus 1,000. So there's always that. Now for the other level 4s, we are running a triple dual split. So we are running 2 Kabuterimon from EX8, 2 Kabuterimon from BT15, and 2 of the promo Koagumons. Initially I was running 3 of this and 3 of this, but I cut 1 and 1 to make room for 2 of these because one, sometimes I do find myself wanting to rest something, and I took out my Terramons for the Tentomon, so I don't really have like something just to rest on evolve besides your level 5s. Plus he gets plus 2,000 on top of it, and he's NSP, so you can add him off Tento. Very good. I might actually cut this. To be honest, I might just cut this and run 4 of this, honestly, because it's like that plus 2,000 is really good, and it's like If this is immune, it's good. I'm not saying it's not, but I don't know. I feel like this card might just be a little bit better right now. This card's inheritable. If you kill something, gain a memory, same as the Tentomon. And this Kuwagamon, 2000 inheritable DP, but it's on play, and when Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers do not unsuspend. So this can sometimes actually save you a turn. Like there's been multiple games where I probably would have got killed next turn. I hard played this and got myself like an extra turn. So yeah, very good. Like I said, man, I really value that plus 2000 right now. Like Shine Greymon is very much a fucking problem in my opinion, or at least Shine Greymon Ruin mode. Like plus 10k on a board. It sucks, man. It sucks. It sucks hard. Uh, let's go to the level 5s or the ultimates. We are running a playset of the Meta Life Kuwagamon. On play / when Digivolving, you may suspend one Digimon. Then one of your Digimon gets 3000 until the end of your opponent's turn. In line with that DP boost. But his inheritable is when your opponent attacks, you may redirect the attack to a suspended insectoid. So this guy gives you a redirection. That's really good. That's very strong. Plus 3k, rest something, and you get a redirect. Very good. No reason you shouldn't be running 4 of it, or at least 3. At least 3. Now the next level 5 we're running 4 of the Mega Kabuterimon promos. I was running 4, but I recently just cut one to make. Well, not recently, but I would say like a few months back. I cut one to make room for another card. But what can I say about this card, man? It's amazing. This card is really good because, like, you get a protection into an immunity. Like evade into all turns, you're just immune to stuff is really strong. Oops, I'm sorry. The camera is like really low. Well, let me try to see if I get this picture nice, because I actually really do like this art. I gotta get new sleeves, man. These sleeves are dirty as hell, but I really like this art, honestly. uh Honestly, if you don't have these, I understand. These are like $20. I got these when they were a little bit uh less pricey. I think I paid like 15 each. But yeah, I understand people not wanting to pay $25 for a card. So if you don't have this card, you could obviously slot in the new Mega Kabuterimon, the one that has Fortitude. They have the same inheritable too, funnily enough, which is when you kill something, trash top card security, amazing effect. But yeah, man, I always go back to Shine Greymon. Like it's like minus 10k. It's like, well, minus 10k. I'm gonna evade. Cool. It's my turn. Unsuspend. Evade again. Like that is very strong. That is a very strong effect, honestly. But yeah, if you don't have these, you could just easily slot in the new Mega Kabuteri. But next we have the one of Rhino Kabuterimon. This first part where you could reduce the cost by 2, we're not gonna pay attention to that. That ability is not useful. What we're worried about is the one attacking, and it's saying if you have a hybrid or an insectoid in the traits, you can evolve into a card with the insectoid trait or with 10 warriors for a memory cost of 3. So to go into Tyrant for only 3, because he normally costs 6, this is solid. This is a solid card. I actually like it a lot. But I was running 2 of it, but honestly, you can get away with just running the 1. Now let's go into our megas. Let's go into our megas real quick. Let me just grab them. All right, and now we have the MVP, the boss monster of the deck, TyrantKabuterimon. What can I say about this card, man? Like, there's just too much going on with this card. Don't worry, y'all. I'm gonna get two more of the alt arts eventually. You're just gonna have to deal with me just with the regular arts for now. But yeah, like, man, what can I say about him? He's really good. But his effect is when you Digivolve, you may play a Digimon card with the Insectoid trait or Larva for a cost of 8. And so it basically just plays a body for free. So basically all your level 5s and lowers except for Rhino can be played for free. And you're not going to want to play Rhino anyway because you need a source to even use his effect. So, yeah. Its other effect is uh, all turns while he's suspended, you're just immune to your opponent's Digimon effects. Like, they cannot do anything to you. The only way to get rid of this is with options or to actually just run him over. Very strong effect, man. And his last effect is at the end phase, you can suspend one of your other Digimon to bottom deck a Digimon with as much DP or less than him. So let's just say I have two of these in the field. I'm just gonna move this over. I think it's really strong that you could just be like end phase, suspend this from this one's effect, and then using this one's effect to suspend this, and then they're both set up. You bot deck two things, and it's like you effectively got two walls that they have to deal with. I can't say enough about this card. It's very strong. Without a doubt, the heart and soul of the deck. Next, we play 2 Hercules Kabuterimon. I think this card is also really good. I was running 3 of this, but I just removed the third one for another card that we will get into in a second. But start main phase, and when you Digivolve, you can suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Then one of your Digimon gains piercing for the turn. And yeah, so you just evolve, suspend something, and then if you have the egg, you just attack into it and just kill it. And then, when he's immune, or when he's suspended, he's just immune to your opponent's Digimon effects. So yeah, very strong. This is the card I added. I took out the third regular one. I added the ace. This card's pretty strong, honestly. When you Digivolve it, or when you play it, you can suspend up to 3 of your opponent's Digimon, and then for each one suspended by this effect, you gain a memory. So this can either steal your opponent's turn or put them in a really bad place. Not only that, you can play for free off of TyrantKabuterimon's when Digivolving. So yeah. Next we got 2 Shivamon, not the Shivamon Aces. I know people are running that. And I'm definitely gonna try it out, but I just really find myself coming back to this card, man. Like I think this is a very strong effect. Like the amount of times that I was at 3 because of my tamer, I evolve. Let's just say this is just a RAM level 6. I evolve. I'm at 1, and then play this for a reduced cost of 8, so it puts them at 3. End phase, attack into something, and then your other effect, suspend and bot deck. And even if you don't bot deck anything, you can still suspend this because you're paying the cost at the attempt at the activation. Meaning, for example, let's just say, I'm just going to use this as an example. This is an 11. Or actually, I'm going to use this because I'm going to bot deck this. But let's say I suspend this, bot deck this, cool. But let's just say this is 13. You can suspend this anyway at the attempted activation, and it just whiffs because you can't send anything. But you can still use that to make sure that your guy is suspended, which is the important part because you all your Digimon need to be suspended for this to go off, which it just your opponent cannot use options, man. Like that's very strong. They can't use their trainings. They can't use any memory boost, anything like that. So yeah, it's very strong. Obviously, it doesn't prevent them from using their delays. Like if they already have it on the field, like they're gonna use it. But yeah, pretty strong. Oh, and when you unsuspend, you trash as well. I almost forgot about that. That's also a very strong effect. Uh, that's it for the Digimon. Let's get into the tamer, guys. I say tamers with an S, but it's only really just one guy, and we're running Izzy Izumi, and Izzy is a memory tamer that his effect is basically like meta like Kawagamon. So when your opponent attacks, you can suspend him and redirect that attack to a suspended insectoid. Uh, yeah, man, like you have to run this. This is the only tamer you need. I've seen I've seen someone running Mimi, but as good as Mimi is, she's not that great for this deck personally. Uh, so yeah, run that Izzy. Next and last but not least, we are getting into the options. So the first option we play is a playset of agility training. Searches top 2 for a green, and then when you want to evolve, you pop this and reduce it by 2. A great card, searches everything in the deck. You need 4 of this. The next option we play, hold on a second. We play 2 green memory boosts. Let me just move these to the side real quick. Everyone knows this card. Every color has their respected version of it, same as the agilities. Search top 4, add a green, pop it, gain 2 memory. Very standard. And last but not least, 2 copies of Green Scramble. When you use this, you can basically evolve into a card that costs. Does it reduce by 3 or yeah? It's reduced by 3. So you reduce an Evo by 3, and then this goes in your area, and then at the start of your turn, if your opponent has a Digimon, you may delay this to add a card from your trash to the top of deck, and if there's nothing on the field, or if there's nothing on your side, you can play a Digimon that has 2,000 DP or less, and then yeah. But yeah, that's the end of my deck. My deck profile. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna be releasing a few more in the future. This is just to really chronicle my travels, I guess you could say. Leave some memories behind. Maybe next might be my guy here. I definitely do have a TyrantKabuterimon deck, but I would need to deck profile it real quick. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I see you all in the next video. Hopefully I get a little bit better camera quality and stuff too, because I was basically recording this with one hand. I did the best I could. But yeah, man, thank you for taking the time to watch this. And y'all have a great day or night wherever you are, and much love.